Hi everybody, really hope this is recording well. I'm not even sure I'm in shot to be honest, but we're running out of daylight and I really wanted to get this done in the light because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing properly. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of an introduction to my makeup collection. If you've seen my no buy videos, you'll know that makeup is one of the things that I've resolved not to buy this year, and the reason for that is because I've got too much of it. Don't really use it often enough to warrant the collection I've got, let alone buying more. And to be honest, I kind of want it to make me use it more because I really love wearing makeup. I love the creativity of it. It always makes me feel good. So yeah, this is kind of the overview. What I'm going to do is show you pretty much everything I've got, but I'm going to do some decluttering along the way because I haven't really been through it for a while. So there will be some stuff that's old that I know I'm not using that regardless of how long I keep it, I won't use. So I'll get rid of that as we're going. I'm going to try filming from overhead so that you can see everything really well. This is my first time doing that, so I'm sorry if it is a little bit jolty, but let's see how we get on. See you in a moment. Right, so here's the overall picture. I don't know how much of it you can see. You can see my fancy pyjamas there. But yeah, this is what we're starting with, and I even can't quite believe how much this is. I'm going to zoom back in so that I can show you things in a slightly more detail, so you can't see everything else that's on the table, including the tripod itself. So okay, so immediately I'm seeing there's quite a few bits in here that could just come out altogether because they're not makeup. So I've got my very special perfume that my husband got me. What else is in here that's not makeup? Oh, earplugs. I don't need those. Not right now, at least. Some brushes. Those I'm not counting. That I think is skincare, medicine. I'm just sure I just saw another brush. Oh well, I'm sure we'll get there as we go along. Oh yeah, a bit of Voltarol and a hairband. There's another brush. Or two or three. All right, so I think actually it might be better for me to just start getting rid of things that I know I don't use, or that are kind of past their best, because if I try and categorize this, it's going to take forever. So just looking at a few things, I know I'm definitely going to get rid of that. I got it when I was doing a testing thing for the Beauty Bible, I want to say. Definitely going to get rid of that. Doesn't suit me. As soon as I put it on, all I wanted to do was take it off. It was quite thick and I'm not really a heavy base kind of a girl, so that can go straight in the bag. I think I'm going to get rid of this. It's my only blue mascara and I keep it because of that, but I literally never wear blue mascara. I've had it for years, so it's probably not very good for my eyes to be putting it on anyway. And if I decided to go to some sort of like 80s thing and wear blue mascara, which is kind of the only situation which I would, I think, then I'll buy some cheap from Rimmel or something. It's great mascara. I love Benefit, they're real. But I've had this for a long time. And although I think blue mascara looks fab on some people, it just doesn't really work for me because I've got blue eyes. Well, I don't know if that's really the reason, but I don't really like it. So that's going to go. I'm also going to get rid of this, which is Absolution Le Creme de Teint. I don't know how you say that. It's basically tinted moisturiser. I don't really like it. As in, there's loads that I love more than this that I will use more than this. So I'm going to get rid of it. I might see if a friend wants it. Probably depends on colour. But yeah, that's going. There's a lip balm there, which I'm going to take out because that doesn't count on my head as makeup. What's this? That's a cleanser, again, not makeup. And that's a night cream, not makeup. Get rid of the hairband. Sorry if it's jolting around a lot. I'm trying really hard not to knock anything. Eye cream, that can go in the skincare pile. I think I can't see anything else that's really obviously jumping out at me as needing to go straight away. So maybe as we go through, I'll start to realise what needs to go. Actually, I think probably I could look at concealers, because I do have this concealer that I really like. It's the Il Makiage one. They're one of those companies where they colour match you online, and I was so impressed with it. A lot goes a long way. This is the Fuck I'm Flawless multi-use perfecting concealer, and I've got it in shade 3.5. I don't know whether that is whether the name of it is also unique to this shade, but yeah, that one is my kind of go-to concealer. So I'm going to keep that one, and I know the ones that I can get rid of. So I'll be getting rid. Oh no, there is another concealer in here. I saw it a moment ago. It's a Beauty Pie one. It's in a tube. Where are you? Your tube. Oh, bit more medicine there. Empty medicine. So where is it? It would be an easy one to get rid of, so it would be nice to find it. Oh, here it is. So I've got this Beauty Pie Super Luminous Concealer. It's one of those with a puffy thing on the end. I just can't get on with it. I don't know whether it's the applicator. I don't remember particularly liking the formula of this. So yeah, I think I'll see if somebody else wants that. I haven't used it very much, but that one's going to go. While we're looking at base, let's do that, because that should be quite an easy one. I've gone through, as you can see, quite a few different options of base over the years. I've got the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better. I've got 2 shades of the Beauty Pie Sheer Tinted Oil-Free SPF 20, which I really like actually, and I'm probably going to keep those. I've also got the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I have an Avon foundation, Power Stay 24. This is shade Creamy Natural shade, and this is a perfect match for my skin when it's not the summer. So that is a keeper. This would be my kind of most heavy foundation that I would use. It's quite buildable, this one. I really like it actually. I think Avon has, in my head, has got a bit of a bad reputation from all my days as a teenager, ordering strange smelling things, but yeah, I really like this foundation, and I will be keeping it as my kind of weddings, proper night out type foundation, even though those things don't happen that often. Or I suppose if I'm having a day where I feel like my skin isn't doing what I like, then I would definitely use that. So that one can stay. Now, what I'm going to get rid of, I think, it slightly pains me to say this, I think I'm going to get rid of the IT Cosmetics, but the reason that I want to get rid of it is because it's not a great shade for me, even when it's sunny, even when it's summer and I've got a bit of a tan. It's just not a brilliant match, but I'm wondering whether I need to give it another chance, so I'm going to put that in my maybe pile. The Ordinary Serum Foundation, I really like this. I generally like the Ordinary for most things. This is shade 1.2p Light with pink undertones. It is technically SPF 15, but I tend to ignore that when it's so low. Again, a really nice lightweight foundation. And actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, it's one that I reach for when I want slightly more coverage than a tinted moisturiser would give me, but I don't want to put on full-on foundation. So I'm wondering whether I'm going to end up keeping this as well. So yeah, maybe pile for that. Just spotted another concealer. This is the Bye Bye Under Eye It Cosmetics Full Coverage Waterproof Concealer. I just have never ever liked this. It's going to go in the donations pile, I think. Back to base and foundation. I've got the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in Fair. Now, when I first got this, which was a long time ago, quite a few years ago, I absolutely loved it. And I still do, but what I discovered was when I tried wearing it in autumn 2023, as soon as I got a little bit sweaty, it literally wiped off my face. Like if I rubbed my finger, I could feel it coming off in almost small clumps. And I think basically it's out of date. I actually looked at replacing this before Christmas because it's the only powder foundation I have, and I think it's brilliant. But I decided against that in the end for budget reasons, and I'm a bit sad about that because I don't really want to get rid of it. My holy grail at the moment, oh my goodness, if you don't know what this is already, then I feel for you. This is Perfecting Complexion Stick. I don't know why I'm struggling to say that. And I absolutely love this. If you haven't heard of Merit, they are now shipping to the UK. You do have to pay a little bit for the shipping, but it's not astronomical. And I got this just before Christmas. I was able to get the perfect colour because they have a kind of database on their website that allows you to put in the brand and shade of a foundation you know already matches your skin, and they will send you the right one, or you can choose between two options, I think. And so I put in the Avon Power Stay that I mentioned earlier, put in the shade that I use, and they sent me this. This is shade Dune, D-U-N-E. It is just so beautiful on the skin, this. And it's funny because you feel like you end up using loads of it, but it just doesn't seem to run out. And I really like this because it's not slippy, in the sense that it doesn't feel like it's going to drip off my face. It goes in really nicely after a bit of skincare. This is my holy grail right now. There is absolutely no way I'm getting rid of that. So that is staying. Then we've got a couple of more primary type things, like the Healthy Glow from Charlotte Tilbury and the Youth Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. The reason that I'm mentioning these in this bit is because actually on a really good skin day, I would probably only use one of those before putting on other makeup, maybe a tiny bit of concealer under the eyes. So yeah, these are staying, actually. I really like them. I really can't decide about those Beauty Pie ones, so I'm going to keep them in front of me for a bit longer. Another bit of base makeup that is going to go. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick. Bobbi Brown, did I say? Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick, Natural 4. Now, this is a bit of a holy grail for lots of people, I think, and I know why, because it's great coverage. It's kind of like a slightly thicker version of the Merit from what I remember, but I don't think I'm going to reach for it. It's a shame because there's still quite a bit in there, but I don't really see myself reaching for that now that I've got the Merit one, partly because I've had this probably for 10 years, so it definitely needs chucking out, and it's probably much drier than it should be. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of that one. We'll look at a couple of other primary type things while we're doing this. So I've got the Beauty Pie All-in Wonder Illuminating Primer. I don't remember the last time I used this. It is good. I'm just going to test it actually while we're here. I wonder if can you see that? That's the question. I think you should be able to. Oh, it's a bit liquid. I might have needed to give that a bit of a shake. So yeah, I think the reason that I don't reach for it is because to me that's more than a primer. Like, it seems like that's almost like a tinted moisturiser to me. It does give a nice sort of sheen, actually. I don't know if you can see that easily on the on the camera, but I think the right amount of that could look lovely, but I wouldn't want to put that on and then put something on over the top of it, so that's going to go. I've also got the Becca backlighting priming filter, much more likely to use this. It is a little bit sparkly for me, but I think used as a primer it's fine, and I'm going to keep that because I don't really have another one that's illuminating that I like, so we'll be keeping that one. And also I'm going to keep this because it's new. It's the Wee Cherie Gripping Primer. I've seen people raving about this on socials, and I bought it completely based on that, really. It's by the Beauty Crop. It's about a tenner, I think, and to be honest, I haven't really tested it in any significant way, but I will do that as hopefully as I start wearing makeup more often. And yeah, it's supposed to be excellent for keeping your makeup where it's supposed to be, so I'm going to keep that and give it more of a go. We then have, in terms of powders, we then have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. Is it called that? Yeah, Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I've never really got on with this, but I really like Charlotte Tilbury, and I think, just realised you can probably see yourselves, can't you? Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to keep it because I think as a good backup to the other ones I've got that are likely to run out, I should keep this because it was an expensive one and it is a good product. So I'm going to keep that. I've just remembered that this is technically sort of a base product, so I'm going to show you this. This is my Jones Road Miracle Balm. I fell onto that particular trend, although quite a long time after other people did, I think. And I really like this. The only thing I'm struggling with is that I do find it a little bit sticky. I've got the shade Tawny, which is kind of quite a bronzy, rosy, rusty colour. I love it. It's so pretty. And I can use this all over my face, particularly when I've got a bit of colour to my skin. Really like this. And yeah, it's definitely going to be staying because I haven't had it for very long. But I need to get used to wearing it a little bit more. Also smells amazing, by the way. I need to get rid of a couple of these bits, don't I? They are skincare. Whoops. Let's push some more of this in. So one of my favourite powders of all time is the Beauty Pie All in Wonder, which is a completely made up word. The Beauty Pie One Powder Wonder. I absolutely love this. I don't know whether it comes in different colours. It just says universal. I think maybe it does come in one that's a bit glowier. Anyway, I've got a couple of these. This is the newer one, I think. Not actually sure where the other one is. Absolutely love this. Will always have it in my stash, even though I'm not currently a Beauty Pie member for obvious reasons, and actually haven't been for ages. So yeah, I don't know whether I'll be buying any more of this if it runs out this year, but let's just hope it doesn't. So then I've got, I'm going to come on to bronzer in a moment, but another thing I've got that's sort of a finishing powder, and actually now that I'm saying this, I know that I've got another product not too dissimilar to this upstairs that I haven't brought down. I've got a couple of tester sizes of Hourglass products. I think I've got the ambient lighting one upstairs. This is a loose powder, which I'm not really going to, I don't want to get everywhere, so I'm just going to be delicate with it. And this is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Really, really useful for when you're out and about if you just want something to touch up, and also to take on holiday if you're kind of trying to travel light makeup wise, so I'm definitely keeping that. Let's look at blush and bronzer together. Oh wait, completely and utterly missed this. Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser. Bought it in the sale at some crazy discount. I think it was because it was the last shade they had left, so I've not even tried it, still in the box. This is shade 2C1 Blush, and I'll be keeping that because I'm looking forward to trying it. So blush and bronzer I think we'll go to now. So we've got quite a few options here actually. This is the Beauty Pie Bare Blush, Super Cheek Bare Blush, sorry. I quite like this. It's cream. I'm a bit of a cream blush fan. That's staying. I've got the very infamous Pale Pink blush from Bobbi Brown. That is staying. Not going to get rid of that anytime soon. I have this, which I think I'm going to get rid of. It's Elizabeth Arden, and it's a blush oil. This is the shade Heavenly Rose. I just don't get on with it. It's too wet for me, goes everywhere. I always end up with too much of it on my face. So that's going. A better alternative to that I absolutely have fallen in love with is the Glossier Cloud Paints. I have 3 of them. I think I got them in a set. I've got Dusk, Beam and Puff, and they're beautiful. They're just like skin. They're buildable. I absolutely love them. Dusk is probably my favourite, and that's because it looks like I've got a tan. It's really, really natural bronze on me, and I absolutely love it. They are definitely staying. By the way, if you can hear noise in the background, it's because we've got the storm coming in and everything is blowing around. And my husband's out there trying to secure everything. So more cream blush. You'll see how old this is because you can barely read what it says anymore. It's a Clinique. I think they're called Chubby Sticks. I can't tell you what shade is because it's rubbed off, but I feel like it was something like rhubarb. No, it's completely come off, but I love these. That's staying. I've also got the rosy colour of this. Yeah, this is Roly Poly Rosy shade 3. Chubby Stick Cheek Colour Balm. Actually, thinking about it, I think I'm pretty much out of this one. Let's have a look. I don't think I can turn it. Gone the wrong way. Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty much finished this one. So I think this one is going to be my replacement, even though it's a completely different shade. This is a more of a travel size one. It's not ideal, but yeah, I'm going to be using that one till it's gone because I love it. Oh, I've just spotted another concealer. I'm not doing a very good job of this organisation thing, am I? This is a Raised Paste by Benefit. Extremely thick. This is probably really too dark for me now. And it's almost gone. Very, very thick and sticky. I'm going to get rid of it because I've had it for far too long. Bronzers and other cheek products still going. We have another Chubby Stick from Clinique. This one is 01 Curvy Contour. So yeah, it's a Chubby Stick sculpting contour. I love this for putting on my forehead in the summer when I'm doing a kind of creamy look. Absolutely. Like, I remember people saying to me when I've worn this, have you been on holiday? It looks so good. So that is definitely staying. In terms of bronzer powders, my 100% holy grail is the very beautifully packaged airbrush bronzers from Charlotte's Tilbury. I just love, absolutely love this packaging. It's so pretty. I have shade 2, I think, or medium. Yeah. The airbrush bronzer. Another regret of mine of things I didn't buy before the end of 2023. I wanted to get the light version of this because actually the medium is too dark for me at this time of year, really, and I feel a bit ridiculous wearing it, but I love wearing it so much that I probably will keep reaching for it. So that's definitely staying, never getting rid of that. Don't think I'll ever be without it. This is a bit of a random one. Oh, it needs a little bit of a wipe down. I don't know why it's so dirty. This is a NARS single blush palette, and it's in Exhibit A. Now, you might be a bit shocked when I open this, but I just think this is such a cool colour. Look at that. Isn't it incredible? Now, I'm sure lots of you watch Wayne Goss, makeup artist on YouTube. I absolutely love him. And he uses, basically uses blushes of this type, this colour, to recreate an almost sunburnt, healthy sunburnt look. As if that's a thing, being healthy and sunburnt. Obviously not, but you know what I mean, that kind of beautiful summer skin where just the highest points of your face are nice and glowing after a bit too much sun. Yeah, that's why I've got this, and I don't often use it, but I absolutely love it, and I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. I just need to give it a clean. So that's staying. I've got a creamy version of a colour like that, which I think I'm going to get rid of, whoops, because I don't really like the formula. It's just from Rimmel. It's a little bit it's described as a colour balm, and I think that is probably a better description than a cream. It is quite, it feels very thin. I don't know whether that's a great description, but that's why I don't like it, and that's going to go. Oh, there's a highlighter here. Don't really use highlighters that much, but I think I'll probably keep that just because I don't really have any others. Oh, actually, I'm totally lying. What am I saying? I've got Charlotte Tilbury and Kiko ones. So I think I could get rid of this. I just need to remind myself what kind of a sheen it gives. I don't know how well you can see that. That's actually quite pretty, and I'm just thinking that it might work really well on the brow. What am I saying? On my brow bone. That's what I'm trying to say. That might work really well. It's a stayer. You can see why I've got such an accumulation, can't you? I'm very good at saying goodbye to things. So I also have a couple of the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This one is called Glowgasm, I think. I think that's what it's called. Let me look. Yeah. Goldgasm. Sorry, Goldgasm. Can't even read. To be fair, it says Glowgasm on the front and Goldgasm on the back. So that one's obviously a bit more of a bronzy type gold one. And then there's the Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlight Blush. That is in shade pink. And it's the Disney 100 one with Tink on the front. So I really like that one. They are staying. They're quite new, particularly this pink one. I've only just bought that, so that's definitely staying. I then have a Kiko dupe for these, which are called Dolce Diva. I've got two different ones. They are in shade 2 and 3. One's kind of coppery, one's slightly less coppery, I suppose. I really like these. They're a great dupe, and yeah, definitely keeping them. Then I think I'm right in saying this is going to be the last bit of bronze slash blush that I've got, unless something's completely escaped my vision. This is by Nude Sticks. It's called Nudies Matte All Over Face Bronze Colour, Beach Babe. And these are great actually, because they come with a brush built in. And weirdly, this is the only brush I've found that will actually move the product around easily on my face. So it's really useful that it's attached. So it comes like that as a cream, and then you get the brush as well. That will be staying. It's not one that I reach for as much, but it's I don't have anything else in a similar colour, so that's going to stay. Yeah, let's do lips. I think the two that I'm immediately going to get rid of are these Primark ones. They are a crayon at one end and a kind of liner at the other. I like them, but they don't last very well. They dry my lips quite quickly. I think my niece will probably really like these, particularly this slightly more neutral one. So I'm going to put those in the giveaway slash get rid of bag. Oh, I've just missed my favourite one. That can take the place of those. Other ones that I'm immediately going to get rid of. I think I'm going to struggle a little bit here because I have actually decluttered my lipsticks in the last year, I want to say. So I'm not sure how easy I'm going to find this. The ones that I should declutter, maybe this should just be the opportunity, are these ones by Rimmel. Sorry, I'll get them back in shot. They're called Apocalypse. And I've got two shades, Across the Universe and Stella. And the reason I should get rid of these is because I've had them for so long. So long. I don't even want to guess at how long I've had them. But I just really like them. Maybe I should look up and find out if they still do them. Because if I knew that I could, at the end of this year, I could buy one again if I really wanted to, then I will probably get rid of these because they're so old. But I love the applicator. If you blot these and then put a second layer on, they last forever. And I just love them. The colour, particularly of this pink one, which is the Stella, it's just beautiful. It's so bright and almost neon pink. And in the summer, it's just so beautiful. So yeah, I think what I'll do is check whether they still sell this range and those shades. If they do, I'll kind of hold on to the fact that they'll be available in 2025, and I'll get rid of these two because they're a bit old and manky. Right, that's 4 down, not bad. So let me just show you my favourite and absolutely non-negotiable, never going anywhere. It is another Merit product. Now, these, firstly, how beautiful is this packaging? I just think it's so beautiful. I bought these, one each for two of my new colleagues this Christmas just gone, because I just think it's such a beautiful present, and it comes in really gorgeous, good quality cardboard box as well. Like the packaging is beautiful, but I just love it. I just love how retro it is in a way. It seems very glam, sort of stood up on your dressing table if you have one. This is in the shade Cabo, and for me it is just the perfect red. It's kind of not too bright, it's not too blue, it's not too orange, although it is leaning in that direction, I think it would be fair to say. But the thing I love most about it is the formula. I probably am going to get more of these. In fact, I've kind of already decided for my birthday that I might ask for some Merit lip products, because the formula is somewhere, it's like the perfect balance of a lipstick and a lip balm. It doesn't just disappear like lip balms sometimes can, but it's nourishing. It's almost got a kind of veil or a sheen of colour that's buildable, especially if you blot it. It's just really beautiful. I might actually show you at some point coming up what it looks like on, because it's so beautiful. So this product is called the Signature Lip. Oh, that's all it's called, Signature Lip. I think they only do these and then a kind of liquid lipstick, so it'd be easy for you to find it on the Merit website. I can't recommend it enough. This is going nowhere. So similarly, I'm not going to be getting rid of these two Bobbi Browns. They're both the same shade. And when I went, I'm trying to think when it would have been, probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even more than that, I went to Bobbi Brown in Covent Garden with a friend who was, we were there for her birthday, and she was having a little makeover session, and I had paid them, or I don't even remember whether it might have been free, for a 15-minute lip consultation. And my goal of going there at that time was to find my ultimate nude lip colour, because I'd always struggled, and it took us a long time, but this is the one we ended up settling on, and guess what, it's now been discontinued. So this is shade Uber Beige in their rich lip colour. One of these, I don't know which, is the one that I bought on that day, or not long afterwards, once we'd had the consultation, and then I bought a second one because I lost the first one. So I'm 100% keeping these. I don't think I'm going to find a better natural or nude colour for me. This is, I'm about to say show you this is what it looks like, and I realise it's got red on it. I've probably been mixing it, but this is the colour. I just love it. So beautiful. And Bobbi Brown lip products are a great formula as well, so those are staying. Easy peasy. So I've got another Bobbi Brown. I'm in two minds about this one because, funnily enough, I've just realised that it's quite a similar shade to that Rimmel one that I've potentially going to get rid of. Let me just check them together. Got the Apocalypse Stella, which I said to you I was a bit sad about potentially not being able to find. So that's that colour. And then we've got this Bobbi Brown, again, oh, this is, sorry, the crushed lip colour in Watermelon. So that's how it looks. Really beautiful packaging. Oh, okay. So actually it is not quite as intense as the Rimmel. It does make me want to wear it a bit more though. I've kind of hesitated with this because basically you really have to have the right eye look going on for this to work. And I have quite a lot of red in my face. So a couple of times I remember putting it on and then taking it straight off again because it just felt like too much. But I really like the idea of being able to wear it. So I'm thinking that maybe I will keep it. Yeah, plus look how new and beautiful it is. I can't get rid of a Bobbi Brown lipstick like that, can I? Not when I'm not allowed to buy anything this year. Okay, we're getting to a smaller collection here. So far I'm keeping 4. These are Charlotte Tilbury kind of cream lip colours. Now, they are called Hollywood Lips. I've got the shades Too Bad I'm Bad and Showgirl. I'll just show you if I can. It's hard to see, isn't it? They're almost very similar. This one on my right, which is Showgirl, is the first one I got, and I absolutely love it. Again, blotted and reapplied. It's just really beautiful. It's lovely and creamy. They look a bit gross actually on there. It's a funny shape applicator, which makes it look weird. I haven't worn them loads, but I don't think I can part with them. They're a bit they're too good a formula for me and too good a colour for me, so those are going to stay. These Lord and Berry ones, I've had these for a long time, and the reason that I've got 3 of them is that the formula is excellent. Just like the most unmovable cream lipstick I've ever had. So you can see I've got quite a nice bright pink, which actually probably is the one I'm most likely to get rid of because I've got so many others now. It would turn out that this kind of very luminous pink, it's probably a bit unfair to call it luminous. I'm trying to see if it's got a shade, but I don't think it has. It just says shining lipstick, but I think, do they all say that? Yeah, so this is a glossy finish to it, I think. That's why it's called shining lipstick. There's no shade on it, I'm afraid. Can't tell you what that is. Then the red one is more of a matte colour, but very creamy on the lip. Really beautiful. Probably my most red lipstick, and so I'm going to keep that. And then this third one, again, is quite matte. I think actually maybe I should get rid of that one. Maybe I should just keep the red, because this, apart from anything else, it's kind of running out. But also I would call this a really safe lipstick for me, and one that I will reach for because it's safe, but actually when I put it on I don't like it. It's a bit too purpley. I'm going to get rid of that one. So I'll put the worst of the lids on that one and put it in the bag. Then these 2, I'm definitely going to keep the red. That's an easy one for me, I think. I might need to see if I can get replacement lids for them, because it is quite bad. And it will go everywhere if I just leave it without a lid. This one, I think I'm in 2 minds. Let's see what it looks like next to the other 2 that I showed you. It's this one here. I think it's probably close enough to those that I won't miss it if I'm keeping the Bobbi Brown one, which is in the middle. It's kind of more of a Barbie pink, I suppose. So maybe now that 2023 is gone, it's goodbye for that one, I think. Okay, we're getting there. Right, this is a very small but very beautifully formed sample of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I'm going to keep it because it's a really, really easy to wear lipstick and it's not that old. This is also Charlotte Tilbury, another beautiful bit of packaging. I think this might be my only sparkly lipstick. What is this? I think this is Pillow... Oh no, hang on. Lucky Diamonds, but I feel like it's Lucky Diamonds Pillow Talk. I feel like it's basically shimmery Pillow Talk from what I remember. Again, I think I've put this over another colour, which is why it looks a bit funny at the top. But I don't really ever wear shimmery lipstick, but I feel like I should have one just for the occasion on which I might want to wear one. Does that make any sense at all? I'll keep that one. Okay, we have got a Laura Mercier Cream Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick in Fresh. I don't think I've ever worn this. I think this was in a calendar or a sample of some sort. See, that looks really similar to one of those Lord and Berry ones that I've just got rid of. So maybe because this is newer, I should keep it. Let's just swatch it. Oh yeah, it is a bit mauve, I think. So it's that one on the left. I think it's too mauve for me, and I think I'm going to donate it to somebody else. Good decision, Anna. This is my Carmex Moisture Plus Lip Balm. Probably had this for 10 years. It's, whoops, very glossy, very red, but it does make my lips look so shiny and beautiful, which is why I've kept it all this time. And there's still loads left. I think that's going to stay. It's good for a quick slick of colour. Then we're down to our last two. We have got My Voice, the vinyl lip gloss from the Body Shop. I got this last year, I think, or maybe the year before, after seeing it on someone else. And it isn't quite the shade that I was expecting after seeing it on someone else. Just goes to show, doesn't it? But it is probably not far off the red of that Apocalypse one that I'm probably going to get rid of. So maybe I should keep it, given that it's newer. I think I need to give this one a bit more time and have a think about whether I like it or not. I haven't worn it enough, really. Then we've got a Nude Sticks Gel Colour Lip and Cheek Balm, but I've only ever used it for lip. This is in the shade Babe. This is beautiful. It's so glossy and gorgeous. Yeah, 100% keeping. Not even going to talk anymore about it because I don't need to. Right, so that's lips. What should we do now? Shall we do eyeshadow? Oh, hang on. I know. Let's just quickly do lip gloss and liner, because there aren't very many of those. It won't take very long at all to do those. So, this is the Beauty Pie Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil. Oh, Collagen Lip Oil Plus in Spicy Pink. Definitely keeping that because I love how nourishing it is. That's staying. Then we've got two Benefit lip glosses, which I believe have been discontinued, and that is the reason I will not be getting rid of them. They are part of the Ultra Plush Lip Gloss. These are spectacularly non-sticky, and the combination of Bella Bamba, which has definitely been discontinued, even if these glosses haven't been, the combination of that over this particular lip liner, which is one of the only lip liners I own for this exact reason, is spectacular. It's like the most beautiful raspberry lip, and it's just gorgeous. So this is the MAC, let me read it, MAC Follow Your Heart Lip Pencil. Probably needs a sharpen, but yeah, you can see how beautiful and bright it is. It's just gorgeous. And actually I think this could work quite well underneath those other colours that I've swatched on my hand. I'll just show you. So you can see I've swatched it here, and it is lovely and deep. So it could look quite nice, maybe, particularly with this one over the top. So what I tend to do is literally fill my whole lip in with that, rather than just lining it, and put Bella Bamba over the top with a bit of balm in between. Beautiful. It's definitely staying. And I'm going to keep the Hoola one because it's essentially clear. It's got a very sort of slight caramel colour, but it's a good clear gloss because it doesn't make my hair stick to my face. Right, so that's lips. We are done. Eyeshadows. Let's go. Right, so you can see I've got quite a bit of eyeshadow. I'm surprised that there's not more. I thought I had more palettes, but I think that I was really good and discontinued them. No, decluttered them previously. Either that or they're hiding in a box somewhere and I don't realise that I've missed something. But anyway, we'll work with what we've got. So, just to show you the palettes first so you've got an idea of what we're working with. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame palette. Very easy to use. To just create a look, and also to take from day till night if you need to just take one thing with you. Not necessarily my first choice in colours, but I can definitely make it work. Then we have Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions. This is a beautiful palette. Oh, I can't open it. Really, really beautiful set of colours. Some of them you can see I haven't really used, but I had a red. The red version of this as well, and I decluttered it because I really, really wasn't using it. It wasn't a good look for me, but whereas greens are an easy colour for me to use. So I think I probably will keep hold of this. Really beautiful. Then we've got this, which I bought specifically for an 80s night. I think I've thought about getting rid of this a few times, but then I realise that if I'm ever going to do fancy dress again, I'm going to need it. Well, depending on what the fancy dress is, obviously. But it is useful for that sort of thing. And it was only a few quid. It's not taking up a lot of room, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And then lastly for palettes, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Easy Eye Palette for the Charlotte Darling look. It gives you two looks. I think I'm right in saying day and night. So day is these three at this end and night is the other three at the other end. I might be wrong about that, but either way, it's a really lovely sort of quite condensed neutral palette that works for me when I don't want anything too crazy. And I can either add the sparkle or not. So I'm definitely keeping that. Then I've got quite a few of these. Oh, I did miss one. I knew that was going to happen. Quite a few of these Beauty Pie dupes for what people probably know best from Bobbi Brown. So they were called cream shadow sticks, and that's what these are basically. I've got so many colours of them, and the reason for that is that I really like them. So let me just hold them all for you. So at this end, they are both matte neutral colours. They buff out really well. Great base. Sometimes it's all I put on my eyelid just to cover blemishes or whatever. And then there's three that are slightly more metallic, shimmery, I'm saying a lot, aren't I? Sorry. Shimmery kind of tones, again, which I like. Really neutral, really easy for me to use. I love applying them and buffing them out, and they just work really well, so they're definitely staying. Then we've got a Bobbi Brown one. Now, this is really old. This is the, as I said, long wear cream shadow stick in Forest. It's a really beautiful kind of shimmery green. I'm hoping that you can see this. And I've had it for as long as I can remember. And it sounds weird, but the reason that I haven't thrown it out is because it was from Bobbi Brown. It was really expensive, and I remember spending money on it when I probably shouldn't have. Story of my life. So I haven't got rid of it. But also, it's, in a way, it fits really well with my eyeshadow collection. Like, it would go really well with Huda Beauty. I'll just swatch it to give myself an idea, a reminder of what it's like. Yeah. It's going to be difficult for you to see this because it's quite dark. But you can see it's kind of this very, very dark khaki green, which I love. I'm going to keep it. I think that's a great base for some nicer evening looks with that green palette from Huda Beauty. So those are an easy keep. What I really was disappointed by were these nude stick eye colour sticks, which are fairly similar, or at least supposed to be. I found them sticky, immovable. I was really disappointed because I absolutely loved the set this came in. In fact, the lip that I showed you earlier from Nude Sticks was from the same collection, which means I think I'm probably missing one of the lip ones, which means it's hidden somewhere. But I am really sad to let these go because it feels like such a waste of money. But I just can't get on with them. Maybe other people that apply differently would, or perhaps want a slightly more intense colour. But I don't think I'm going to keep these, as sad as that makes me. Yeah, I think these are going. Then we've got there's one last sort of eye pencil type thing. This is an Ico Fat Stick in Gilt, G-I-L-T. Again, quite a greeny, khaki, coppery colour. I'm going to swatch this as well. Interesting. So that's a bit more of a brown green. It's this one. Next to the Bobbi Brown one, you can really see that it doesn't look that green at all. But I quite like that. I can't remember whether I like working with it because I haven't used it for such a long time. So I think maybe I'll give this a go and keep it for now. Then we've got single shadows. Again, I have vastly reduced these. Just realised there's one here. I've vastly reduced these because I don't often use them. I don't often use eyeshadow in general. I'm definitely a convert to the cream shadow sticks. So, yeah, I don't have many of these at all. What I've got in these pots is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise kind of cream shadows, and I love them. This is a copper one, Copper Sunrise, and this is called Bet, which is kind of a goldy colour. Really love these. I'm a bit worried that I've actually let one of them dry out, because when I picked it up I realised the lid wasn't on properly, but they are staying. Then we've got another Kiko product. My sister got me this. I think at one point I had a Kiko single like that, which was green as well. I think maybe I still got it, but it's hiding somewhere. And this is a pigmented loose shadow to go over the top. I really love putting a pop of bright colour in the middle of my lid, so I'm going to keep this and maybe compare it to the ones in the Huda palette just to see whether or not I really need that as well, but I'll keep it for now. Then we've got this shade, which looks so out there. It's from Topshop and it's called Shuffle the Cards. And I, for the life of me, can't remember who recommended this colour, but oh my word, I love this. Now, I'm going to swatch it just because I think it's so difficult to see why it's so beautiful. That isn't going to help me at all because I can't get my finger to the camera at that angle. So let's try this one. It has just got the most amazing sheen and variety of colour. And whenever I wear it, people ask me what it is. Now I don't often wear it, but I love wearing it. So this is not going anywhere. Then we've just got two very bog standard, quite heathery colours. This is a Kiko one. It is called Smart. I probably will keep it. Will I? I'm just thinking it's quite a lot darker than any of the Charlotte Tilbury ones, which is probably good to have to line my lashes. And this L'Oreal Paris one is in shade no it isn't, I was going to say Lumiere. It's in shade 502 Quartz Fume, and it's again quite difficult. I'll show you it, and I'm going to pop it on my finger again because it's really, sorry I'm not swearing, it's really velvety and beautiful. It's a lovely formula, and it's just really a beautiful colour if you want a dark smoky eye that's not actually black. So yeah, I think I'll keep those for now anyway. So that's eye shadows. Okay, so these are my eye liners and my mascaras, and I've got a couple of other products here. So this is one of those lash, what do they call it, like a vitamin lash serum thing, growth serum, that's the word, from Nouveau Lashes Lash and Brow Conditioning Serum. I will keep that. Probably need to start using it more than I do. Oops, I'm getting eyeshadow all over it, but yeah, this can stay for now. Then we've got a mascara reviver from Beauty Pie. I'm told it's very, very good. I haven't really had the opportunity to test it because I don't often wear makeup all day. So that's obviously what it's intended for, is to revive your mascara when you've been wearing it for a few hours. So I'm going to keep that because I would like to try it. I think I'm probably going to get rid of these Ico ones, which does seem like a bit of a shame, but I've just never got on with the formula really. I find that it's one of the only mascaras that really ends up all over my face, especially if it's raining or if I've had a cry for some reason. So these are going to go. I love the concept of them, but yeah, just not for me. So staying with mascara, I've got Full Fat Lashes from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in Glossy Black, and then I think this is the same thing in a different colour. Let me have a look. Oh, that's Black Vinyl. Who knows what the difference is between those? If anybody does know, tell me. And actually, I've just realised that this is actually Legendary Lashes Volume 2. So I think they're probably a slightly different formula. I haven't even opened this, but we'll keep it because I like Charlotte Tilbury in general when it comes to mascara. So they can stay. My go-to mascara at the moment is this one, which is Fenty Beauty. It is called Full Frontal, and this is in shade Cause I'm Black. Obviously Fenty Beauty is Rihanna's line, Really, really, really love this mascara. Fully rate it. Would happily repurchase it, but obviously it's probably going to run out at some point. So I am enjoying using it while it lasts. Then we've got code 8. This is, I think, it's code 8 Lash Sophisticate. Let me just check the shade. Gosh, it's very difficult to read it. I don't think it actually says. Sorry, but I cannot read the shade, so you just have to believe me, it's black. I really like this, but I don't like it as much as I want to, or wanted to when I bought it. I actually ended up returning their really, really infamous highlighting powder, which everybody raves about, and I just didn't like it. And they were very gracious and gave me my money back guarantee. This is the wand. Hopefully you can see that. It's very creamy formula, which I really like, but I find it quite difficult to separate my lashes. But I will be keeping it because it's a really good quality mascara in a way. And what I tend to do is just use a spoolie afterwards to separate my lashes, and then it works fine. So I'll be keeping that because I'm going to have to try and last the year on all of this, so that can stay. Then we've got Benefit Roller Lash. One of my favourite mascaras of all time, actually. I don't use it often at the moment. I can't remember how old this tube is, but it's still very, it's still lovely and liquid, and it still looks pretty fresh. I just love the brush of this. I don't know if you've ever seen the brush for Roller Lash, but it's very, very fine. Great for the lower lashes. Really good for a kind of natural day look. So that's staying. That's mascara. Decluttered. Then we've got a few different kohl pencils. Actually, we might only have one here that's black. This is just from Rimmel. I'm a bit sad because I did have a beautiful Marc Jacobs gel eyeliner and one from Beauty Pie. Just they're my favourite for doing my waterline, but at the moment they've gone missing. I haven't found them for ages, so I think they are actually lost or thrown away by accident. So I'm just using a kohl pencil for that. Really straightforward. I've put this in, it's actually a brow pencil, so that can wait. My favourite ever liquid liner, introduced to me by a friend, is the L'Oreal Ultra Precision Super Liner. This is just, I think they're all just in black, actually. I love these. I think they're actually quite hard to get hold of. I always seem to struggle to find them. Maybe they've discontinued them now, which makes me sad. But I just can't get on with any other liquid liner. These are the only ones I can in any way use with any kind of precision. I just absolutely love the way that the brush or the wand, whatever you want to call it, works. So these are staying, all three of them, even though they're running out, and even though they're so old that all the lettering's coming off, they're staying. Then we just have a copper gel liner from Beauty Pie. That one tends to be something that I'd wear on its own, I suppose. I don't use it loads, but it's a good one to have around. And then we've got the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes Duo, which has a brightening pencil on one side and a dark brown, I think, liner on the other side. Again, good for the waterline, but I would say that it tends to transfer a lot worse than most that I use, so it isn't my first go-to. So that's eyeliners, etc. Gosh, this is taking forever, isn't it? I hope that we're still recording. Gimme Brow, favourite thing for my brows. Easy peasy to use, stays put, doesn't smudge easily. The shades work well for me. I know they don't have a great range, so probably some people prefer other products, but I've got a few of them. This is quite an old one, so what I'm going to do is just check the 4 of them, see maybe which 2 are in best condition, and then chuck the other 2 because it does dry out and then it obviously isn't as effective. But for now, in principle, those can stay. Then we've got an IT Cosmetics Brow Power pencil with a spoolie at the other end. I don't really get on with eyebrow pencils, to be honest, but this is an okay one, as is the Benefit, as you can see, completely destroyed, Precisely My Brow Pencil. Again, has a spoolie on one end. I quite like this. It's one of the only ones I really get on with, so I'll be keeping that. And then we've got the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Now, this, I think, was one I bought because I researched and lots of people said it was really, really good because it's so budget and it compares to the other ones that I've just mentioned, but I just don't like it. It's too narrow for me. Sorry, I'm realising there's loads of dust all over this, which is why there's probably hair and stuff in shot. I'm sorry. I'm going to get rid of this. It's just not working for me, and I've got 2 others that I can turn to, so no need for that. And then lastly, I've got what I think is the Beauty Pie version of Gimme Brow, or it's a brow gel, tinted brow gel, sculpting gel. It's in colour Hot Coffee. I haven't used it that much, but I'm definitely going to keep it because it's not very old, and it's I really don't want to run out of brow gel this year because it's pretty much the only thing I put in my brows, so that can stay. I think we're basically there, aren't we? Nostalgia, and that is staying. So I'm going to just sort of shove back in all the things I'm keeping, which is quite a lot. So yeah, here we are. This is what I am working with this year. I need to start doing some looks. I'm not really going to get into doing looks on YouTube, I don't think, because I'm not a makeup expert in any way. But I will try and keep you up to date with any that I finish, any empties that I have, any that I realise aren't really working for me, or obviously if I start to miss particular things, or I realise that I probably could have bought some more stuff before 2023 was over, then I will let you know. But yeah, here is my makeup collection. I've got a bag's worth of stuff that I am getting rid of, either to give to other people or to chuck completely. So that feels good to start the year off with that. Yeah, so I'm going to get this all packed away, and I'll see you next time. This is